piled so high.
It is.
So we have green beans, carrots, and peas all in a pile, and then I guess the yellow. Do you think those are yellow beans, or do you think that's pasta?
No, they have a specialty there. I think they're brown butter noodles. They make some brown butter and they toss the noodles in there. And I think that was one of the things I read that was a speciality.
I recently learned that browning butter is quite a delicate process. When you're browning butter, there's a certain point. If you brown it too much, you ruin the whole batch. So you can't overdo it.
I think that's accurate. Look at that fork. I was wondering what their forks look like. I hate to say it, but it's a very inexpensive fork, which is a shame because they did so well. The food looks amazing and the variety that they have.
Well, I think the reason why the forks are so inexpensive is because they're trying to keep the cost of the buffet down, and they're trying to keep the fork salesman at bay.
Like we're clamoring there to ruin their business by overcharging them for forks.
Yes. So they probably just go to the restaurant supply store and buy the boxes of the cheapest forks by the dozen.
How much should a fork cost in your mind?
Well, there's how much a fork should cost, and then there's how much a fork could cost. Now, let's say that how many uses can you get out of one fork? How many meals can a fork be used for? Hundreds, maybe even thousands. When does a fork wear out?
You're asking me?
Well, yeah, I'm asking you. When does a fork wear out?
I think you get thousands and thousands of meals out of a fork unless you throw it in the garbage or someone steals it. So the question is, do the forks really need to be that inexpensive? You're sticking them in your mouth. You're sticking food in your mouth. The food should be good because that's going to bring you back. Oh, that was delicious. But you're also, with that, you're sticking the fork in there too. And if the fork is cheap and the food's good,
Yes, but now you've got me on something here, so I'm just going to enter a few numbers into my calculator here. Let's say each fork cost a penny. Let's say you charge a
what
penny.
the can you buy for a penny? You can't get anything for a penny. A penny?
Yeah, a penny.
What can you buy in for a penny? Can you get healthcare for a penny in Canada? A penny.
Okay, so a penny times 1,000 is 10. So I think each fork. See, you got way ahead here, okay? Just listen to me. Hear me out. The problem with this show is you don't hear me out. So 1 penny times 1,000 is $10. So I think each fork should be $10 each. And if somebody says, wow, $10 for a fork? Well, it's only a penny per meal that fork is used for. So when you think about it that way, it's actually pretty affordable.
That's not a $10 fork. I could tell you that right now. That's probably $1, 75 cents maybe. Anyways, look at the carcass, that chicken carcass up there.
Yeah, it's piled high, and it's piled on top of a big slab of beef.
This person is a buffet piler. Like they piled that with some strategy. We've seen this before in other buffets, pilers like this. There's no stopping them. They don't even have to eat all of it either. That's the thing. There's no rules that say you pile all that food on your plate, make sure you eat it before you return to the buffet. It's abuse. It's a buffet abuse though, isn't it?
I want to know what they're going to do with all their bones.
That's a good point.
I wonder if they have a side plate or if they're going to eat a hole of space into the plate that they have everything on, and then once they have the hole of space, then they'll start eating the chicken and then put the bones in the space that they made by eating some of the beans.
Like a bone corral.
Yeah, bone corral. Yes.
There's always a strategy when you're eating at a buffet. There's a process, and this person, I don't know how good they are at it, but I feel like they might know what they're doing.
I think it would be fun to talk to people who regularly eat at buffets about their strategy, because all we do on this show is speculate. Everything is speculation. But I'd like some hard answers as to what the strategies are from actual buffet patrons. So we need to invite some people on the show who eat at buffets regularly to talk to us about this. So if
When the-
anybody watching is a regular buffet frequenter and you would like to share with us some of the strategies that you use to eat as much as possible, or some people like to strategize by eating things in a certain order and not stray from that. We want to know all of this stuff.
It's not going to be hard for them if they're honest and authentic. They're honest about their buffet eating. But I think this show's over.
Yeah, it is. This is a really good place to end this particular episode. And if you watched all the way to the end, good for you. You're really good sport. And we appreciate it so much. So thank you.
We do. We work hard on this show.